All right, I think we're live. I think we are. So you guys let me know when you guys get the notification and we'll see if we are. Let's see if we can pull this other light around. I think the light is a little off kilter. Going to give you guys just a second to get here and let me know when you see us. There we go. That's better. How about that? You guys can see all the jumbly stuff in the background, and now I'm all twisted and tied up with these cords. Uh, Oh well, at least it's working, right? Yes, so we shall not complain. Hello, Miss Daisy D. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I thought we would have just a little live chat today. It has been a while, I know, and several of you have commented or sent messages that you're missing cocoa and cookies. So here we are, except for it's not cocoa, it's water. Can you see down in there? It's water, and I'm not having cookies, I'm having Hershey Kisses. So there we go with that. Now, if Miss Terry Morris watching, Miss Terry Morris, we're going to pretend this isn't Hershey's, okay? We'll pretend it's little Mars droplets. Do they have that? Does Mars have a little mini candy like that? Mm-mm. Let me know. Let me know. Do they? Do they? Oh, there is Miss Christine. Hello, Christine. I am glad that you can make it. See, Miss Terry Morris is here. Miss Terry Morris is here. We're going to pretend these are Mars. Okay, we're pretending. I don't know. I need to look and see if there are Mars nuggets. Oh, is Dove made by Mars? Ah, baby, that's your favorite Dove anyway. Ah, I didn't know that. All right, so there's a new little tidbit of information for you. I do too, Terry. That is my problem. That's my problem. Ooh. So, what are you guys up to? I thought we would just have a little impromptu chat. Yeah, I had a few minutes this afternoon before I've got to get busy and back to work. And I thought, you know what? Let's go chat with everybody and see how everybody's doing because we have gotten the messages that you guys missed the cocoa and cookies. You've been missing Vlogmas this year. I know it's already December the 11th and we just have not had time. I think this is the first time in what? Probably 5 years that we haven't had a chance to do Vlogmas. And honestly, I miss it too. But our life is just so boring every day. Like we do the same thing day in and day out. And there's not a lot to film with vlogs anymore. So I thought, well, we'll just sit down and chat. How about that? Oh, well, thank you, Christine. I'm so glad you could be here and that we caught you before you headed out to work. All right, here's my first Hershey's chocolate, my Mars chocolate. I didn't bring the cookies in here. I don't even think we have any cookies, do we, babe? Well, she's got 90 cookies on the counter, huh? Yeah, she's got 90 cookies on the counter, but those are special orders, so I cannot eat them. Mm-mm. Hey, Janine, how are you? So, what y'all been doing? What y'all want to talk about? Somebody give me a topic. Let's talk about something. Let's catch up with life. Not a lot to catch up with on my end. Those of you that follow over on Jewelry Channel, you guys kind of already pretty much know. Yeah, the only problem is, Daisy, our day in the life is the same every day. We wake up and we get started right away with getting stuff ready for jewelry shows. Then we have the jewelry shows. Then we package after the jewelry shows. And our whole day, every day, just about is centered around the jewelry or is centered with Kristen over there working on her cookies. She has been selling cookies like crazy. She's had so many orders coming in this year. She's actually had to turn people down. So she just doesn't have time to fit it all in by herself. She worked on 90 cookies alone just yesterday. She's finishing up decorating those this morning. And then she's still got 1 or 2 more orders before the weekend. 2 more orders before the weekend, huh? How many? About 40 more cookies before the weekend, and it's already Wednesday. So it's just kind of the same thing day in and day out. I have been trying, though. You guys just saw the first in our Goodwill Upcycle series. So I am trying to incorporate more DIYs back into the channel because I know you guys really like that. When we polled you guys before about the content that you like to see the hauls and you like to see the DIYs. We haven't really done a whole lot of shopping lately. We've done our Christmas shopping. And I run in and out of the store for a little few things that I need here or there, but like to really shop, I really haven't had time to do that much at all recently, you guys. So no hauls have been coming, and am trying to get back into the DIY. So we did the first one last week or the week before on the bar stools. I've got another bench out here that we're going to be working on, and I have a huge, let me see if I can find a picture on my phone. I'll show you what else I'm going to be working on. That's going to be a fun one. I'm going to take this old, it looks like an entertainment center, I believe is what it was. Let's see if I can find that picture. We found it at Goodwill for only $15. And Lord have mercy, you guys, I take so many pictures. What is up with this? Ah. All right, let's see if I can find it in here somewhere. All right, here it is. If I hold that, can you guys see that? It doesn't have a back to it, so I'm going to have to attach it back to it. It's missing one of the knobs down there on the door, but you could tell that this must have been, it's either like a TV entertainment center or some kind of display rack, because it actually has its own light built in up there. So I picked that up for $15, which was an incredible deal, because brand new, that would have easily been $100 or more. So I'm going to turn it into like a farmhouse style shelving unit. Not for me, because we don't have farmhouse style in our home, but that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to turn it around and sell it. I think that's what I'm going to try to do, is take some of these pieces, upcycle them and change them. I want to add like the little things that come in the front on that one. We're going to add it back to it. I got to change out the handles and of course give it some chalk paint and really spruce it up some, make it look really good. So that will all be on this channel as we do it. We're going to show you guys the process of doing it. So I'm excited. The problem is just carving in the time because we stay so busy otherwise that it's hard to get that time. I actually would have had a little bit of time this afternoon to work on the bench, but it's about to rain. So I can't get outside this afternoon and paint because the rain is coming. So let's see what we've missed over here. I know, it really is a blessing, Daisy D. She has done really great with her cookies. I should have brought, baby, when you get just a second, can you bring me my glasses? Because I cannot read the print. Now I think that's Coy Girly. I can't see very well without my glasses. She's going to grab them. Hello, hello. Well, thank you, Miss Terry Morris. I've been having fun with it. Hello. Oh, thank you, man. Daisy, great question. They finally got it moved. They got it moved. Let's see. Was it 2 weeks ago now? I think it was 2 weeks ago now. They're actually getting ready to head up there again tonight. They're going to head up tonight and do some more work on it. It's on their property finally. It's finally on their property, but the guy's still got to come in and he's got to put the like the rebar down in the ground and pour the concrete, because instead of just setting it up on cinder blocks like a lot of them would do, he's going to actually reinforce it by pouring some concrete posts down into the ground just for a little bit more security. So he's still got to do that, but they're able to get in it and they've been able to start doing some cleaning. There were a couple parts in the floor where Dad had to patch them in because they had pulled out old fireplaces, and they're not going to replace the fireplaces in that same location. I think they're just going to have one in the living room, if I'm not mistaken. So he's been able to get the floors all patched in, and then they're going up tomorrow and they're going to see what other kind of work that they can do through the weekend. So they're excited. It's getting real. It's getting real. Now they're not moving into it full time yet. It's just going to be like a little weekend escape home, but they're looking at it more for when they retire, when Dad finally retires, that they'll have a place to go. Until then, they're just going to use it for just like a little escape here and there when they just want to get away for a few days, because it's so peaceful and so quiet up there. Dad said it's like stepping back in time to a whole nother world. They do things so differently up there. It is so slow paced. People don't get in a hurry up there. And he said, if you really just want to relax and unwind and just detach for a while, that's the place to do it. So they're really excited about that. So I'm happy for them. Of course, mom's excited because now she can get in there and start tinkering around. They'll be able to start painting, and they want to change out a few of the windows. It's real old. The house itself is over 100 years old, but they made things so differently back then. So well crafted and so well made. Nowadays, they don't put as much time and effort in things as they used to. So there's not a lot of work they're going to have to do on it. As a matter of fact, somebody had recently been living in it right before it was gifted to them. So they had already spruced it up and kind of made it their style. So they'll just change some of the paint and all. They're going to try to rip out some of the flooring in a few of the bedrooms because the rest of the house has the natural old hardwood floors that are really beautiful. And mom loves those. So they're going to try to pull up some of the flooring that they've put in a few of the bedrooms to see if that hardwood is running underneath there. So that'll be a little project for them. But yeah, she's going to do it all in her farmhouse style. She's been shopping at Goodwill, y'all. She has got so much stuff. I think we showed y'all during Vlogtober. We showed you live from her house. A lot of the stuff she had already started accumulating, if you guys remember that. So they've already taken a load up there. And I'm sure they're going to be taking a load again tonight and taking some more stuff to drop it off. So yeah, they're getting excited. They're getting excited. I haven't actually seen the house in person yet. We haven't had a chance to break away. It's probably about right at 3 hours from my house where it is. So it's not too far, but it's enough that it would take like a whole day to go up there and piddle around and come back. So we just hadn't had a chance yet, but hopefully soon we'll be able to get up there and actually see it in person. She sent us video of whenever they were moving the house, and it looks so cool because you got this huge, massive house. Of course, they had to close off both sides of the road and get the law enforcement out there to give them an escort and all that kind of stuff. And it was really cool to watch it on the video. I wish I could have been there in person, but thank you for asking, Daisy D. They are doing wonderful. Doing wonderful. How about all of you guys? What's been happening with all of y'all? You getting all ready for Christmas? Who is done with their Christmas shopping? Not this girl. I am not done. I am not done. I'm almost done though. I don't have too much more to do. The older that your kids get, the less they get because the money, it's like, used to, you could take a certain amount of money and maybe get them 100 things because things were cheaper. The older they get, the more expensive their stuff is, right? So there's not as much shopping to do the older they get. So I've still got to finish all my stocking stuffers. I haven't done that yet. And we got just a few more things we've got to get. So we're almost done. No, Terry Morris isn't done. Janine is almost done too. Daisy is done. Well, you go, girl. You go, girl. Not us. Not us. And it's only 2 weeks away. I just got to thinking about that this morning. I made that statement during the jewelry show. I went, oh, it's 2 weeks away. And then I thought, oh, it's 2 weeks away. Like, we better get busy. We better get busy, right? Yeah. I'm going to hop over here on Facebook and let everybody know on the DeeVine DeeZine page that we are live if anybody wants to come over and join us. So give me just a second to share that. I've been trying to get more active with the DeeVine DeeZine page too. It's so hard. Like, I'm pulled in so many different directions and sometimes I forget, but all right, there we go. Now maybe they'll get the word out there. If you have your notifications turned on to YouTube, then it would have alerted you. It would have sent you an alert to your phone. But if you don't, then you might not would know. All right, let's see here. What did Christine say? All right, so Christine is done. I love it too, Terry Morris. I love it too. I love the hustle and bustle, and I love to be out there. Sometimes people are a little rude, but for the most part, during the Christmas season, even when everything is super busy, there's just such an excitement, you know? People just seem to be more connected to each other. I love to be out there in it too. So I don't think you're crazy. If you lived around here, we'd go together. How about that? I love it. I love to be out there in the hustle and bustle. If I start too early in the season where you can just go and shop and have a comfortable shopping experience, it just doesn't even feel like Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Christine, I remember I worked at Pick and Save one year, which was a little store here in Florida that kind of like a Walmart type store. And I tell you what, during Christmas back then, during that time period, they still had what was called the blue light specials. Does anybody remember those? Kmart was real big in doing those, but Pick and Save here in town did too. And so we had this little, like a little push cart that had a long, tall pole with a blue light on the top. And when you were going to run a blue light special during the day, you just wheel that little light to whatever side of the store. And then you'd get on the intercom and you'd be like, can we direct your attention to the softwares? And you tell people what the special was. So people would like be running all over looking for the blue light special of the day. Who remembers that? Am I the only one old enough to remember that? Oh, that was so fun, but it was so wild. And then back there during that time, even Walmart was not open 24 hours a day. Everything shut down at 11 o'clock. So we would have what was called Midnight Madness sales. And we would shut down at the regular time. We would get everything ready for the sales to start at midnight, and we would reopen the doors at midnight and stay open for like 2 or 3 hours. Like it wasn't even a real long stretch of time, but it was like a midnight madness sale during the holidays, and people would come out to shop those sales. I mean, by the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Like the store would be jam packed because it was just fun. It was just like the exciting thing to do. We had a service merchandise around us who did the same thing. A couple of the strip malls would do that. The regular malls never participated, but the strip mall stores did. So it was like, I can remember when Steve and I first got married, I was like, okay, we got to look up who's doing Midnight Madness sales because we're going shopping at midnight. Now we're always shopping at midnight. So it's not a big deal. But back then, it was like so exciting and so fun. Or I can remember we would have to get up early, early, like on Black Friday morning. And all through the weekend, the stores would start opening at 5 a.m. Now I know they're open around the clock, but back then that was early. So you had to get up at like 3:30 in the morning if you wanted to make it there in time to get in line to get those good Black Friday deals. I miss all that. I really do. It was so fun and so exciting. Now it's just like everything is open 24/7 and you don't have that same rush anymore. You remember that too, Terry Morse? I'm telling you, those are good memories. That's exactly right, Janine. If you could make it through the Christmas season, you could make it through anything. That is for sure. All right, Christine, I'm glad you got to hop on for a few minutes. Have a wonderful time at work. It really was, Terry. It really was. Like, I miss that era. I really, really do. Like, it is just not as exciting anymore. It was like the anticipation, and you knew, okay, like it's legit gonna be from like midnight till 3 o'clock, or they're gonna open at 5. And of course, those sales, the Black Friday deals would be done by the time they open regularly at 9. So it was like the rush, the excitement, the exhilaration of it all. I miss those days. I really do. I really do. Me and my family still go shopping on Black Friday. Y'all know that because usually we do Vlogmas, and so we always take you with us. We get out there, even if there's not any real big deals that we want to participate in, or whatever the deal is, we still get out there in the middle of it because it is just fun. It's exciting. I love it. I love to be out there around all the people. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. Well, see, I'm glad I'm not the only one who misses all that. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yes, exactly, exactly. You would have to I can remember we'd all get together at my grandma's house, and all my aunts would be there, and they would all sit around and talking about, okay, who's gonna have the best deals, where's everything gonna be on sale, and you had to plot out your strategy because you only had a certain amount of time to get from place to place. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, those are such good memories. Oh my goodness. Things you kind of forget about along the way. Things are so different now. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like so many stores are open 24/7 and people just kind of shop all the time and it's not that same real excitement. Unless you're out there like the last week before Christmas and all the people who forgot somebody so they're rushing around to hurry up with those real last minute gifts. Then it can get crazy. Yeah, right? Christmas Olympics. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we haven't been out there too much, and we did go Black Friday, and I'm trying to think. We really haven't been. We've popped in a few stores here and there, like TJ Maxx and Ross, Home Goods. We popped into Home Goods, but we haven't really been shopping since Black Friday because we've been busy with Bub's ball games. He's had ball games on Saturdays and Tuesdays. Um, then of course we have our work this year that we're doing. Baby girl's been busy getting her cookie orders done and getting them done on time. And then we have church on the weekend. So we haven't had a chance to get back out there in it. And it is time. I'm hoping this weekend. I'm hoping. We'll see. Bub's soccer season is finally done. He officially started the off season Monday. So he's his third day into the off season. So he's getting practiced up and prepared. His tryouts will be in January for a different team. And so he's getting all ready. So we don't have the games now. We can kind of slow down a little bit and maybe get that shopping in. All right, let's see here what Daisy D said. I don't remember seeing the Amazon. Did we get an Amazon magazine this year? Do you remember? We probably should have because we are Prime members, but I don't remember seeing it. But yeah, back in the day, we would get the big Sears one. Remember that? The Wish book. We would get those huge Sears catalogs. J.C. Penney also had a huge catalog that they would send every year, and you would circle those things up that you wanted for Christmas. But yeah, they don't do that kind of stuff anymore. But I totally miss Toys R Us. Even when the kids got a little older and you really weren't going there for the toys anymore, we still would stop into it. Steve and I would stop in and shop in Toys R Us even before we had the kids. Because we were just big grown-up kids, right? And so we always loved to go into Toys R Us. So that's a bummer. I miss them too. All right, Miss Terry Morris. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. You have a great day too. Yes, the Sears Wish book. Absolutely. We don't get any of those kind of. I don't even know if Sears still sends one out, but if they do, we don't get one. And we should, dang it, because we got a Sears credit card. We give them money every month. It's at least enough to pay for a catalog, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I remember those good old memories. Things have definitely changed a lot. And now most of the shopping, honestly, is online. A lot of even what we did this year, even with Black Friday specials, a lot of the things we found online. So we will still get out there though, because I like being out there in the middle of people. So even whenever we do some of our gifts online to have them shipped here, we still get out because I love to be out there. Yeah, Toys R Us was the bomb.com. I loved it. I did. The kids always like to go there too, and they would get gift cards, like, from aunts and uncles that didn't live here. They would send them gift cards to Toys R Us when they were little, so we would take them up after Christmas and let them pick out the goodies they wanted. They always loved it there too. We have a Sears, did the Sears in the Oaks Mall close the last time we were there? They were adding an optical, weren't they? Yeah. Okay. So we still have that one. There's up in Jacksonville. We still have Sears, and then we have like a appliance pickup here in our little town. It's very limited though. It's like riding lawnmowers, washing machines, dryers, refrigerators, all that kind of stuff. But now you can order from the Sears website and have it shipped there to that store. So you can pick up anything at all that Sears sells. They'll ship it there. But as far as like having a Sears store, I think they may have a few tools in there too, but that's it. Like they don't have the clothes, the furniture, none of that kind of stuff. It's a real small little appliance thing. We had a really big J.C. Penney until, let's see, how many years ago, babe? What's that they closed? Because Roses came in. Maybe 2? Well, it was the year I think that we were getting y'all ready to go to summer camp, 2017. Yeah, so about 2 years ago, Penny's closed down, so we don't have a Penny's here anymore. Is Penny's closed everywhere? Huh? They're still open? Okay, but they're just closed here. Let's see what this is saying. Well, you know what, Daisy D, that's a good question. That's a good question. The transition has been a little easier because they're both still home, but it's like a different place to be, because they're adults now and they make their own decisions. Kristen has her little cookie business that she's working and doing that. She does help me with the jewelry, but if she has a lot of cookie orders, then that comes first. So she'll do her cookie orders and then help me when she can. And then, of course, we never know with Bub where he'll end up with the soccer. Fortunately, this season, he was still able to live home, but that could always change depending on what team picks him up. So it's kind of made the transition a little easier in some ways because he would have to stay out of town like 3 days a week. He would stay at my parents' house because my parents live like halfway in between where his team played and where we live. So having him gone 2 to 3 days a week, most of the time 3 days a week, he would be gone staying with them. Kind of gives you that feeling for what it's going to be like when he is gone all the time. You know what I mean? So it kind of helped the transition a little bit, but it's still one of those things that, he was talking the other day, he had the opportunity to possibly try out for an agent in Spain. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? So you just in this sport, you just don't know. It's like whatever team wants you is where you're going to have to be willing to go. And so that's a little freaky to think about that. The team he's trying out for in January, he would be close. He would be close if he makes that team. It's still a semi-pro team. It's still not a fully pro where he would be paid to play, but a semi-pro where they pay for his housing, they pay for his food. It's like they support them like with room and board and all that. They just don't actually get a salary. So it's like the next step up in the semi-pro. So he would move into their facility, which would be about an hour and a half from here. So yeah, that's that. I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. I'm not ready for it to just be a completely empty nest around here. You know what I mean? So, but it's been a lot easier with the way that it's all worked out because Kristen is able to still be here and she's able to do the classes that she wants to do for college. She can do from here, and then she's working on her cookies. She's been helping me. So this summer when we traveled for the business, she was able to go with me. So it's definitely helped a whole big bunch. That's for sure. These parents that have their kids graduate and then off like the very next semester for college, I don't know how they do it. There's a friend of mine, I was reading her Facebook again this morning, and her boys graduated in May, and then they headed off. I guess it was August, late July, early August. They headed off for school. And it was just devastating. I can't imagine. And she has twins. So they were both going at the same time. You know what I mean? At least in a lot of other families, you might have one graduate and kind of leave. And then a few years later, another one drifts away. And it's kind of like the slow process of your home emptying of the children. But for her, they were twins. So it was like, boom, that's it. They're both gone together. That would be so hard. So hard. Oh, Janine, let's see. JCPenney's closed near you. Oh, well, thank you so much, Daisy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they are both doing really well, and we're excited for what may happen with this upcoming team. If he gets this team where he wants to play, we hope he gets it because he really wants to play there. And he had the chance last year to play with them, but he got a knee injury. And it was during the time that he and the coach were having conversations about coming in for a special trial. But he got a knee injury and he had to sit out for, how long was Bub out? Like 6 weeks? Yeah, it was like 5 weeks. He couldn't do anything with that knee at all. The doctor told him, just don't, if you don't have to, don't. So he knew for the betterment and the longevity of his career for the future, it was going to be better just to stay off of it that temporary bit of time. So that kind of messed up his chances with this team. But in January, he'll be able to go back before him again. And he's really hoping. And if he gets it, that's going to be like literally down the road from where my parents are and only about an hour and a half from us. So he'll still be close. So let's hope, right? Let's hope it's not Spain. Oh my goodness. Oh. I know, right, Janine? It's like you think about whenever, like on days where they're both gone for whatever reason, like if Kristen's off delivering cookies or maybe going to shop for whatever she needs, or just some days she'll say, Mom, I'm just going to go shopping. I'm going to go walk around Bell's Outlet or something. I'll be like, all right, go ahead. And Bub is also coaching at the high school. He's the assistant coach at the high school with their soccer team. So he's gone every afternoon. So when they're both gone and it's just like me sitting here, I'm like, oh, lo, I am definitely not ready for this full time. You know what I mean? No. I like having them here. All right, let's see. I'm getting a text from the hubs. Let's see. All right, cool beans. So how about you guys? How many of you guys are empty nesters and how did you deal with it? How did you guys handle the emptying of the children? Every once in a while you'll see parents that are like, oh, I can't wait till my kids move out. And you wonder, okay, are they being really serious? Are they just going through a stressful time or what? Because I can't imagine feeling that way. But maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you are ready to see. One of the things I think that helped with Steve and I is because our kid, we waited for a really long time because I wanted to be able to stay home. We've told you guys that story before. So we had been married by the time Kristen came along, 9.5 years, almost 10 years by the time she came along. So we had a lot of opportunity to travel if we wanted to, do the vacation thing and all this kind of stuff that a lot of people, if they start having their kids right away, they don't get a chance to experience. So if they have their kids right off the bat when they're super young, then it's like they're kind of excited and they can't wait now to get to do all the things they didn't get to do before the kids came. And for us, it's kind of the opposite. Like we had been married for so long and we had all those years where it was just the two of us. Like I could not wait to get my house filled with the kids. And like, I'm not ready for them to go. Like I had plenty of time on my own. I don't need any more. You know what I mean? So let's see. I'm hearing something outside. Babe, is that thunder? Babe? I don't know. I'm hearing something right out my window. It could even be her. She might have stepped outside. Let's see. Oh, that's good, Daisy. Enjoy every minute. Let me see if I can find this little thing that came up on Facebook today. I'll show you this little thing. Matter of fact, my friend that I was talking about, her twins leaving, she's the one that had posted it. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, was that you I heard? I heard noise outside and I was like, ooh, what is outside? And I don't know where Sissy is. I tried to call for her. I'm not sure. All right, it says, you blink and they are 8, then 28, and then they are parents. So take it in, mama. Let them climb into bed with you, sing a song they requested for the 10th time, hold them a little tighter when they want to hug you. Maybe in raising children, you lose your mind a little bit, but boy, do you find your soul. Isn't that so true? So true. I would have people tell me that before the kids were born and when they were real little, like older women, who had already had their children, they'd be like, make sure you enjoy every minute. They grow so fast, they'll be gone before you know it. And when you're young and you're in that moment and you're thinking, no, that's not true, but it is so true. Like you look back and you think, man, 20 years, where has it gone? So fast. So enjoy those next 10 years. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's one reason why I am so grateful that I was able to stay home. And I know not everybody can. Situations are different. So you just, if you can't be home, like a home, uh, not even just homeschooling, but just a mom who is in the home a lot, where you're able to at least get them right after school and spend those extra hours with them. Even if you are working a full-time job and you only have them for a few hours in the evening, really enjoy those few hours. You know what I'm saying? Don't get so busy with extracurricular activities that you don't really enjoy the moment with those kids. Because whether it's one quality hour a day or 10 hours a day, make the time that you have super quality time and build those memories, build those relationships, because it is gone before you know it. They are grown before you know it. And yeah, it's a hard transition, or at least it was for me. That's for sure. Hello, Chris. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, all right, Daisy. So, are you trying to have another baby? Is that what's happening? Yay, so exciting. So exciting. Big families are super fun. That is for sure. Little families are fun. It doesn't even matter the size of your family. It is the love shared between everybody, right? Yeah. So, and we went through, oh, you want to tell me something? Oh, yeah. We went through everything that we went through with our home. You guys know, y'all followed that journey with us. And things that you think are going to be truly devastating like that really have the opportunity to build you a lot closer together. They bring you in and they create a bond. Matter of fact, there was a very wise man. He has since passed on, but his name was Dr. Gary Smalley. And we used a lot of his teachings whenever we were doing our family class. He would always say that it is the tragic moments, the things that would seem to be devastating, that have the most potential to bring a family together. It's all in how you respond to it. And it can absolutely drive wedges and it can drive families apart. But those are the things that really can bring a family closer together if you will let them do it. And so we sit around often and we talk to people, or the kids have talked to their friends before, about how going through what we did with this house, we're still not done with it. It's still a work in progress, but it really helped us to be closer. It almost forced you to have to be. You know what I'm saying? If you want to survive a tragic thing, you've got to lean on each other. So enjoy every single minute, the good ones, the not so good ones, because it's over before you know it. I understand that, Daisy. I sure do. We worked really hard. Kristen and I were talking about this the other night. We were sitting up late talking. Some of our best conversations happen at 2 a.m. So we were sitting up late and we were talking about that. And I told her, whenever Bub was little, I worked really super hard to create an environment to where they would be close. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted them to have that kind of bond. And they have really bonded together and do life together. I love that. I love that. And I hope they always have it. I tell them all the time, I'll say, now, baby, you gotta find somebody who really loves your brother and is going to be good friends with your brother. And Bub, you got to find somebody who really loves your sister and is really good friends with your sister, because once they start finding those mates, you don't want it to be a situation where it's going to drive a wedge in between them as siblings. So that is my prayer for them, for sure. For sure. But yeah, when you raise them right, because we've worried about that too. And I've thought about that, especially so much it's come up more with Bub lately, because with the possibility of him getting hired to a team that's going to take him far away, and us not be in his life every day. But I've had to rest in the fact that I feel like his dad and I have done the very best we could to instill in him the proper values, the proper morals, and the right ways to conduct life. And even still living home, he's exhibited that in front of us, and the example that he's been, and the ways that he conducts his life in his semi-independence now, that I don't think we would have to worry at all. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're going to worry, because I think you're always going to worry till your dying breath as a parent. That's never going to go away. But it's not a panic like, oh my gosh, is he going to be able to make it on his own? So you just kind of have to rest in that and know that if you've done the best you could and instilled it all in them, that they are going to make the right decisions at the end of the day. So yeah, I totally get it, Daisy. I totally get it. I'm there with you. Oh, well, thank you. They really do. They have a great bond. Matter of fact, people ask all the time. People say, "Are y'all dating?" Somebody asked y'all recently if y'all were married, didn't they? Well, who was it? Yeah, it was a visiting missionary that had come to the church, and they were hanging around together. And of course, they're on the praise team together and stuff like that. And he was like, "So are y'all married?" Because they do get along so well. You know, yeah, they had their moments when they were little. I mean, there were times, just like any other kids do, where they would fuss a little bit. I can remember telling them sometimes in the car, "All right, both of you hush. Don't say another word until I tell you you can talk again." Do you remember that? You remember me doing that? Because they get at each other. Just typical normal kid stuff. But you work through that, and hopefully if you handle it at least semi right, then it'll work out for the best. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I have loved watching them be so close and seeing the relationship that they have together. They truly are best friends. You know what I mean? They really are. So that has been a pleasure getting to see. I don't think we have anything else that's really going on right now. I'm going to go in there in just a little bit and start packaging up jewelry from sales, and then get Christmas cards ready. And then I've got one more area, and that we're not even going to be able to get all of our Christmas decor up this year, you guys. We have been so lambasted and so busy that we can't even get all the decor up this year like we usually do. Next year, I'm just going to have to start earlier in the year. Trying to wait until right around that Thanksgiving time frame, that's just not going to work for us anymore, because life is just too crazy busy. So I'm going to have to start earlier in the season to be able to get it all done in time. I could probably fit it in between now and Christmas, but then it's like, okay, you can't even enjoy it. It's not up long enough. And so we've got about probably half of it. We've probably got half of it up. And that's probably about all that we're going to be able to get done. But I've got some more stuff in there I need to clean out and organize and get that done. And hopefully tomorrow the weather's going to cooperate with me, and I'll get that second DIY done for you guys on the Goodwill. I've got 3 more in the works. We just finished the bar stools, and then I've got the big cabinet that I showed you guys earlier. That'll be another one. The little bench, the sitting bench, that's going to be another one. And then I have an old saw. My mom found just a regular handsaw at the Goodwill, and she picked it up, and she wants me to paint on it, paint her like a scenery on a farmhouse type scenery that she can hang on the wall. So that will be another one. And it seemed like there was one more project I have out there. I can't remember, but I'm going to make that a steady, consistent thing on the channel. And I can't say like, oh, once a week, but it'll be a pretty steady thing to where we'll be able to get those projects in, as long as the weather cooperates, because down here in Florida, you never know when it's going to rain, and then I can't paint if it's raining. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully. Thanks, Daisy. It was good talking to you too. We will see you soon. Yes. Who we still have here? Who's still here? Who's hanging around? I see there are several of you watching up there. What shall we chat about? Who's here And what shall we chat about? I'm going to eat my second little Hershey's Kiss because I don't have cookies. It's supposed to be cocoa and cookies. It is water and chocolate. I wonder if I melted these enough and put a little milk in it. Could you make hot cocoa from a Hershey's Kiss? I wonder if it could be done. We should so try it and see. You think it could be done, babe? Because this chocolate is already sweet. You buy melting down Hershey's? Melt down the chocolate chips, and then what else you put in it? Oh, yeah. See, we should so do it. We should so do it. That could be a little experiment. We should do it as a live experiment on YouTube. What would you need? The Hershey's chocolate kisses, some cream. You might could add a little teeny peppermint taste to that. Because you usually stir it with the peppermint sticks anyway. Yeah, we should try it. We should try it. All right. Well, I know there are some of y'all hanging around because I can see you up there. I just can't see who you are. But I don't know if y'all aren't going to chat. I don't know if I have too much else to say. There's Miss Charlene. Hello, Charlene. How are you? How are you? That sounds like a plan. We should so try to do that. Right now, though, she's in full use of that kitchen, getting all those cookies ready, and she probably will be for the next couple of days. So don't expect it anytime soon, but maybe before Christmas. And now get this, guys. You guys know that every year in Vlogmas, we do a cookie contest, a cookie decorating contest. Y'all remember? Well, there for a while, it was all level ground because none of us were pros. We all were amateurs. Last year is whenever she started really getting serious about her cookie stuff. So this year, guess what was the first thing of the season she bought on Black Friday? A cookie decorating kit so she can stomp all our butts. The rest of us were like, you don't even get to count this year. So she can decorate her cookie. How can you do that? 1 pro and 3 amateurs? No, that's not even fair. So we told her she'll have to decorate her cookie, but she will not be in the vote. Oh my goodness, there is no way we would ever beat her. Are you kidding me? Oh my. Thank you, Charlene. She does make beautiful cookies. She really does. She still isn't able to like ship them for sale. She can ship them as gifts for people, but not to actually sell yet. We'd have to go through changing the kitchen and a bunch of different code things that you have to do. I don't know what that has to do with it, honestly, because you'd think it would have to be the same code, whether they were local or whether you're shipping it, but it does. It changes it a lot on what you'd have to do. So we're still just trying to get our floors down. Everywhere else, we have the floor in the kitchen. Y'all know that. We have the beautiful tile. The kitchen is like done except for pantry door. The kitchen has been done now for a couple years, but we've got to finish the rest of the house before we can think about upgrading the kitchen. So, that's for sure. But yeah, she'd love to have a bakery. People keep telling her, oh, you need to open a little bakery. You need to open a little bakery. And I think that would be her dream if she could have a little small cafe and bakery where people could come in and get their cookies and sit down and eat them there. So who knows? Who knows where life may take her as far as that's concerned. But that would be super fun if she could do that, wouldn't it? That would be really cool. All right, you guys. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. It's been almost an hour. And I see some of you watching, but you're not giving me anything to talk about. And I'm out of subject. Believe it or not, right? The one who loves to talk. I'm like out of subject. Yeah, Charlene, come on down. We're always here. We're always here. I can't remember exactly where you are, but I don't think you're that far. I don't think you're that far if I remember right. So that would be super fun. That would be really fun. I wish you would have been able to go to the Empower Me Pink in Atlanta in February. There may still be those tickets. They're $25 for the tickets. And then of course you'd have to have, your travel expense. I don't know if you'd have to spend the night because I don't remember where you are. You may be close enough you wouldn't have to stay the night, but we definitely could have met you there. Look at there. It is time to order new jewelry, or it's time to get ready, to start getting ready to order new jewelry. So, no, Charlene, we are not. We're not finished or ready yet for Christmas. We don't have a whole lot left to do, but we do have some still left to do. So I hope maybe I can get that done this weekend so that we'll be ready. Let's see. The one in Atlanta, I can't remember. It's either February 1st or February 8th. I don't remember the exact date. I'd have to look that back up. It's either February 1st or February the 8th in Atlanta. And then it's either February 1st or February 8th that'll be in Maryland. So our goal was to hit both of them. Hopefully that's still going to happen because we've got several of our team members that's up there. They're going to be going to the one in Maryland. I'd like to be able to meet them too. 3 o'clock every day. All right. Janine's still here. Yeah, so I set my clock so I don't miss the new releases. Because I get so busy, I don't even think about time. You know what I mean? And then I would forget. So we don't want to do that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, though, because we do got to start getting ready to order that new jewelry. I've got packaging I've got to do. And then I've got some cleaning and organizing that I need to do. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get started on that bench upcycle for you guys so that we can have that on very soon too. So I'm going to back off of here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for a little bit today. I thought, you know what? It's been a while. People keep requesting a cocoa and cookies, so let's just do it. Let's do it. And I'm glad I did. I always have fun sitting around chatting with you guys for a while. But I got to run. All right. We will see you soon in the next video. And in the meantime, drop us comments. Let us know anything that you're interested in seeing, or maybe a subject matter for our next cocoa and cookies. And we'll try to pop these in a little more often like we used to do. All right, you guys, y'all have a great afternoon and we'll see you soon. Bye, you guys.